Catboy and Gekko were feeling really bad. The cookie that they had baked was way too hard and had broken Owlette's tooth. They were terrible at baking cookies, and Valentine's Day was off to a bad start with Owlette in the dentist's chair. Not only had Owlette broken a tooth off in one of their cookies, the next tooth over was cracked. So the dentist had to administer some painkillers and had to remove a second tooth. It was getting worse and worse. Now, Owlette was beginning to have trouble talking as the medicine made her mouth very numb. But Gekko and Catboy knew exactly what she was trying to say. Stop baking cookies. Anyways, the dentist came back and said, I need to have a look inside Owlette's mouth. So Owlette, could you please turn and look at me and open your mouth wide? Go on, said Catboy. You can do it, Owlette. We're right here beside you. But Owlette didn't want to move. She just wanted to go home. All right, said the dentist. Everything looks good to go. Let me get my tools and I can start working. This only made Owlette feel more and more nervous. She wondered what kind of tools was he getting? And what was he going to do? And when was he going to start? It was so nerve-wracking. She just kept her eyes closed. And she knew that Gekko and Catboy were crying nearby. Poor Gekko and Catboy. They didn't mean for any of this to happen. Open wide, said the dentist. And he put his pliers inside of Owlette's mouth. And he started to pull. Poor Gekko. He couldn't stand it at all anymore. Even though the PJ Masks were superheroes at night. That didn't mean they weren't still children. I mean, they were still kids. And nobody likes going to the dentist. Not even adults.
There we go. All done. The other half-broken tooth has been removed, said the dentist. And Owlette winced in pain. Gekko still hadn't opened his eyes. He was too scared, and he wasn't even in the dentist's chair. Owlette, are you okay? The dentist came back quickly, and he was holding another instrument. What's that? Said Owlette. Don't worry, said the dentist. This is just to clean your mouth out. Don't worry, it won't hurt a bit, as he sprayed a little fresh water into her mouth. There we go, all done. Your mouth is nice and clean, but you're missing a few teeth. We're really sorry, said Gekko and Catboy. But the dentist was back again before Owlette could answer. And he was holding a mirror and a toothbrush. Okay, Owlette, if you could just turn and face me and look into the mirror, and you'll see what I've done. But Owlette didn't want to open her eyes. Come on, Owlette, it's not so bad. She opened one eye, then both her eyes, and looked, and it looked like she was missing a lot of teeth. Oh dear. And the dentist had some advice for her. Be careful not to eat food that's too hard. And this made Gekko and Catboy suddenly feel extra bad. Now that Owlette's turn was over in the dentist's chair, the dentist turned his attention to Gekko and said, Hey Gekko, it looks like you're drinking a lot of sweet soda over there. Are your teeth okay? Why don't you come over here and let me have a look? And Gekko was not having any of it. He was hiding behind Catboy. He said, My teeth are fine, dentist. I always brush my teeth. I'm okay. I don't need to go in the dentist's chair. But Catboy thought, No, Gekko, you're always drinking sweet drinks. You'd better let the dentist have a look. Yes, said the dentist. Let me have a look inside your mouth. This was the first time Owlette had smiled all day. And lo and behold, Gekko's mouth had a big cavity in it. Oh no, said Gekko. But it doesn't hurt at all. It's probably just fine. Maybe my tooth is just dirty. I'm okay. And the dentist said, Nope, that's definitely a cavity, Gekko, and we've got to take care of it. It's time for you to get in the chair. And Gekko just ran right out of the room. Gekko, come back here. I'll go get him, said Catboy. Well, that brings our adventure at the dentist's office to a close. Remember guys, brush your teeth and be careful. The Ninja Beam Walking Challenge. You'll need cat-like skills for this one, guys. Do you know what I mean? I do, said Owlette. Let me show you. You start here. And you you have to walk all the way along this fence, just like a ninja. And you can't stop, and you can't fall down, and you have to make it all the way to the end. Who thinks they can do it? We're the PJ Masks. We have to be able to do this kind of stuff. Come on, let's get training. Now, Owlette, she was very confident, but Gekko wasn't so sure that he could make it. Owlette had her wings and great balance, and she was going to go first. Gekko was still trying to negotiate about how not to do it, but he had to. So Owlette jumped up and nimbly walked across the fence without any problem at all. In fact, she was really enjoying it. She had perfect ballerina balance, and she jumped off at the end. And Catboy, well, he was like a cat. This was no problem for him. He was overconfident and accidentally knocked one of the fences down. But like a true ninja, he never fell down. It was a successful trip. Now come on, Gekko. We'll be right behind the fence and we can catch you if anything happens. See? We're right here. Poor Gekko. He didn't really have that good of a balance at all. He started off okay, and he got almost past the first fence, but he started to wobble and shake and lose his confidence. And oh no! He fell down. Poor Gekko. Are you okay? Said Owlette. I'm fine, said Gekko. I'm just a little embarrassed. Why can't I do anything as well as you guys? Don't worry about it, said Catboy. Let's move on to the next challenge. This challenge is especially important for climbing buildings and escaping places. It's called the Jump, Jump, and Slide Challenge. Are you guys ready? And Owlette was. She was really excited. But poor Gekko, he was still feeling a little defeated from the fence balance challenge. Not to worry, said Catboy. This one should be fine for all of us. All you gotta do is jump up twice and slide down the slide. It's pretty easy, really. Most important is just being quick. Watch me. And he jumped up to the first level. A perfect landing for Catboy. He turned and said, now just one more step to go. And he jumped up and was at the top level. See that, guys? No problem. Now, we just have to jump and slide down the slide. Whee! Isn't it fun? And he landed perfectly. After watching Catboy make it look so easy, Gekko began to get a little bit of confidence back and thought, yeah, I can do this. I got this. All right, Owlette, you go next. Owlette was full of confidence. She knew she could do this one easily. She made it to the top and slid down easily. Yay! Another perfect landing. Good job, said the boys. And now, it was the great moment. It was time for Gekko. It was time for Gekko to show that he could do it too. Are you ready, Gekko? And Gekko said, as ready as I'll ever be. Don't worry, we're gonna stand at the bottom of the slide, and we'll catch you if anything happens. Okay, thanks, said Gekko. I'd better get going. Good luck, said Catboy, and Gekko got ready. All right, showtime, thought Gekko. And he was up on the first level. No problem. Good job, Gekko. And Gekko said, so far so good, guys. Okay, I'm gonna try and make the second jump now. And he got his arms ready and his legs ready, and he jumped. All right, Gekko, said Catboy and Owlette. You're at the top. All the hard work is done. You just gotta slide down now. And Gekko raised his arms in triumph and thought, I did it. This'll be no problem. And he looked down the slide. But he started to wobble and lose his balance. Oh no, he was gonna fall down. He wasn't ready to slide down yet. Oh no, oh Gekko, don't fall down. And Gekko went head first down the slide. And then, when he thought nothing could get worse, his pants got stuck, and everyone could see his bare bottom. Oh dear, poor Gekko. And Gekko slid slowly down. And by accident, his bum went right in Owlette's face. Poor Owlette. Poor Gekko. Oh, Gekko, it's okay. Don't worry. Yes, Gekko, are you okay? But Gekko didn't want to talk to anybody. He was mortified. That means really embarrassed. Finally, he stood up and turned around. He was crying. It's okay to make mistakes, said Catboy. When I was your age, I also fell down a lot. But Gekko didn't seem to understand that making mistakes is part of training. All Gekko knew was that Owlette and Catboy were doing everything perfectly, and he kept failing. Come on, Gekko, let's try it one more time today. And no pressure. We can always come back tomorrow and keep practicing. And you're gonna get better and better every time. Gekko finally agreed and said, okay, I'll try it one more time. I really want to be a superhero as good as you guys. That's the spirit, said Catboy. All right, said Owlette. Let's do it. Good job, said Catboy. Yeah, good job, said Owlette. But Gekko didn't want to open his eyes. He didn't want to see the slide. He was quite scared. Don't worry, Gekko. Take your time and go when you're ready. Hey guys, said Gekko. Would you mind just turning around? I don't want you to watch me go down the slide. Sure thing, no problem, Gekko. You just go when you're ready, okay? Now Gekko was starting to get more and more nervous. Like there was a lot of pressure on him. He really didn't want to make a mistake. He could see the slide below him. And suddenly it looked a lot longer and further and steeper than he remembered. He started to get really scared. And that's when he started to go pee. He started to pee his pants because he was so scared. Oh, poor Gekko. But luckily, they couldn't see him. Catboy and Owlette weren't looking. Yay, Gekko, you did it! Congratulations, Gekko, said Catboy and Owlette. You slid down. And Gekko opened his eyes and looked at Catboy and then looked back at Owlette and started to smile. He did do it. He doesn't know how he did it, but he did it. Yay! Come on, guys, let's go. And nobody noticed that Gekko had created a slip and slide. This is totally my favorite TV show, said Catboy, and Gekko agreed. It was so action-packed. Hey, but what was that? Hey, what was that noise? It's Owlette. What does she want? Hey, oh, it's bath time. Come on, guys, you gotta have a bath now. It's bedtime. But Catboy really didn't want to go, and Gekko really didn't want to go. But Catboy, being the older one, knew he would get in trouble if he didn't go. But Gekko thought, nah, I'm gonna stay here. I really like this TV show. Why is life so unfair? Why is my favorite TV show on at the same time I have to have a bath and go to bed? Why don't they put the TV show on earlier? This is horrible. Come on, Gekko, it's bath time. You gotta come now or you're gonna be in trouble. Poor Gekko. He knew he had to go. He didn't want to get in trouble. Ah, thought Catboy. Bath time isn't so bad after all. Once you're in the bath, it's really nice. It's just thinking about bath time and getting ready for bath time. That's the part I don't like. And that's where Gekko was right now. He still didn't want to get in the bath. He noticed how happy Catboy looked, and he knew he had to hurry up. He knew he didn't want to be the last one getting out of the bath, and that meant he'd be alone, and that was a bit scary. Owlette was sleeping as usual. She often dozed off when she got into warm water. Come on, Gekko, hurry up, said Catboy. What are you pacing around so nervously for? But Gekko realized he kinda had to go to the washroom. But he didn't want to go to the toilet in front of his two friends. Oh, he looked at the toilet and thought, no, I can't, I don't want to go right now. I know, I'll just hold it in. And then
I'll go to the toilet after when we're all out. Yeah, that's better. I better hurry up and get in the bath. Yeah, hurry up and get in the bath, said Catboy. What are you doing out there? Let's go. The quicker you get in the bath, the better it'll be. Come on. Woohoo, said Gekko. That was fun. See, I told you, said Catboy, that was fun. But Owlette probably didn't enjoy being splashed. She didn't look too happy to be woken up. Gekko, can you be a bit more gentle getting in the bath? I was having a nice dream. Sorry, said Gekko, but that's how I get in the bath. I like to run in and jump. Even though I know I shouldn't, but it's so fun. Huh, boys, said Owlette. Now leave me alone while I relax. Oh, gross, guys. Which one of you farted? Was it you, Catboy? No, it wasn't me, said Catboy. Gekko. Gekko. Oh my. Gekko. Oh, Gekko. Oh my goodness, Gekko. Oh, it's getting close to me. Oh no, it's almost touching me. I gotta get out of here. Whoa. Gekko. Oh. 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 You guys are so gross. That's why I have my own bathtub. Gekko, you can't go poo in the bathtub. That's what the toilet's for. I'm so sorry, said Gekko. I really did want to go poo before getting in the bath, but I thought I could hold it. Catboy, wait. I'll clean it up. Owlette, can you help me clean it up? Please? Owlette? Where are you going, Owlette? Owlette, come back. Don't leave me alone in here with my poo-poo bathtub. Owlette, come back. I don't know what to do. Hey guys. Have you ever gone pee-pee or poo-poo in the bathtub? It's normal, right? What am I gonna do now? How do I clean this up? Do you have any ideas? Can anyone help me?